Assalamu alaikum YouTube. This is your brother Bai, a Muslim, someone who submitted to Allah, submitted to the God of everything, the source of everything. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Even my own Muslim brothers be doubting these stories. And I don't tell these stories to people. For whoever's watching my YouTube page, I don't tell y'all these stories for y'all to give me views. I don't care about views. I don't care about likes. I don't want nobody's money. I work for my own money. I tell these stories so people can turn to Allah, get closer to Allah, do for the sake of Allah, the entity, the most powerful entity ever, the source of everything, the God of everything, okay? The God of all universe. I was in Africa in a classroom, two classrooms. All the teachers in the school, they got together and they give us this very difficult math test that no one could solve. Okay, this math test that was very hard to solve. I pick up my pen, I looked at the board, and I'm like, wow. Everybody was shaking, both classrooms. Nobody could solve this math test. So I said, you know what? Let me say the verses Moses said. Yo, I'm talking to the whole, y'all never heard of Moses, the man that split the sea? So I said these verses. It's in the Quran. I said these verses in Arabic. I said this, listen. وَيَسِّرْ لِي أَمْرِي. You know what that means? And make my task easy. Instagram. What's the coincidence of that happening? They give us a math test that you got to be a genius. You got to be like on a whole nother level to solve that math test. The teachers was testing us to see who gonna solve this math test. Out of two classrooms full of students, I was the only person who solved that math test. And when I said these verses, that math test became like drinking water for me. Allah, the God, the all-knowing, made that math test look like I look at the board, like I said these verses. Look, I said these verses that Moses said, the man who split the sea. I said this. I'm talking to the holy man. قَالَ رَبِّ اشْرَحْ لِي صَدْرِي. Moses prayed, my Lord, uplift my heart for me. وَيَسِّرْ لِي أَمْرِي. And make my task easy. I'm talking to the whole. As soon as I said these verses in Arabic, that math test became like water. It became so easy for me. And look. وَاحْلُلْ عُقْدَةً مِّن لِّسَانِي. And remove the impediment from my tongue. يَفْقَهُ قَوْلِي. So people may understand my speech. I'm talking to the whole humanist. When I said these verses in Arabic, I pick up my pen, I solved the math test before everybody else. I remember one of my classmates sitting next to me. I say, Muhammad. His name was Muhammad. I say, Muhammad, the answer is 12,000. Put 12,000. Nobody believed me. Everyone in the classroom doubted me. Everybody was looking at me like, Bah, you crazy. Where the hell you get 12,000? YouTube, I'm talking to the whole human. You know when you know something, you know you right, but everybody around you is doubting you. They thinking you're crazy, you're cuckoo. I'm going around telling people, put 12,000. Nobody believed me. I say, yo, I said what Moses said. I asked Allah for the answers. Put 12,000. Nobody believed me. So, YouTube, we gave away the papers. When the papers was coming back, everybody doubted me. Because I always been, YouTube, I'm that quiet person. Like me, I don't like talking too much. Wherever I go, I just listen to people. When people run in their mouth, I'm always listening. Like, I never been a class clown. I always been quiet. I always been laid back, a laid back person. I'm not arrogant. I always been humble. So, when I told them the answer is 12,000, the whole classroom was like, you're crazy. Out of two classrooms, I was the only person who solved that math test. When I said these verses in Arabic, let me say it again. Allahu Akbar. When I said these verses in Arabic. قَالَ رَبِّ اشْرَحْ لِي صَدْرِي. Moses prayed, my Lord, uplift my heart for me. وَيَسِّرْ لِي أَمْرِي. And make my task easy. Y'all can see it? And make my task easy. That math test became so easy for me. Allahu Akbar. وَاحْلُلْ عُقْدَةً مِّن لِّسَانِي. And remove the impediment from my tongue. يَفْقَهُ قَوْلِي. so people may understand my speech. I'm talking to the whole human race. They passing out the papers. Everybody failed. People looking at the papers looking stupid. I remember the man sitting next to me, Muhammad. He looked at his paper. He's like, you was right, ba. I said, of course I was right. Why y'all doubted me? Why y'all thought I was crazy? Everybody thought I was crazy. Just like when I tell people I saw an invincible force more powerful than anything in anime or movies, even my own Muslim brothers think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not a liar, YouTube. I'm telling y'all reality. Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum.